So today in this video I'm going to show you exactly what I'm using to clean the scooter, to maintain the bearings. I'm going to show you a few accessories that you should really consider having, and a few things to definitely avoid if you are just new to electric scooters, or if you just kind of want to upgrade your toolbox, for example, to avoid issues later on down the road. I'm going to first address a few mistakes that a lot of people make when they get an electric scooter. They always get this multi-tool, okay? You get these cheap Chinese multi-tools. They are really bad quality and they can strip the screws so easily on your electric scooter. So when you get one of these, I would highly suggest just binning it unless you are really desperate. Sometimes they break apart and you just completely fall to pieces. So you might be saying, okay, what should I get? I'll show you that now in a second, but I also want to address something else as well. Comment down below, have you ever had this happen to you? The disc rotors on the electric scooters, they always strip. The screws are so soft and they strip. And how do you get out of the stripped screw on a disc rotor on an electric scooter? All you really need is a really good high quality set. This is one that I have. I got this on Amazon. Anything that I have here, I'm going to link it in the description if I still have the links for them. The best bit possible for most of the screws on the electric scooters, on the discs on them, you need a T27 Torx bit, okay? A T27 Torx bit. You tap it into the screw and then you just turn it and it comes out very easy. This will save you a lot of time, headache, heartache. Trust me, just get one of these sets. When you actually get a set like this is quite a good set. I've been using this on many things. You get so many different types of head with Allen's, Torx. You get Phillips heads, you get standard heads, you also get a few extensions, and you have this handy tool here that's very easy to tighten, very easy to loosen, and it's held up pretty well and I've used it a lot. So I would highly recommend just getting a tool set like this just for added peace of mind. Now if you're on a budget like me, you might be saying, how can you do maintenance on your scooter? Some people use really expensive stands. I don't have the money for a really expensive stand, so I got one of these collapsible little stools here, and they hold quite a good bit of weight. I got two of these, and these actually hold my 46 kilo Kiwa Q-Power 2 electric scooter, no problem. It has a raise, nice and easy off the ground to do maintenance on the discs or to do maintenance on the bearings, stuff like that. These are definitely a must-have and they are so cheap. The next thing is something that we probably have all faced. Bent disc rotors on your brand new electric scooter. What do you need to make life a little bit easier to adjust this? You buy one of these rotary tools. Again, this is linked below. These are very easy to adjust. You just slide them into the disc. You bend it slightly. Of course, it's a little bit of a process to do this to get it correct to prevent the rubbing. Another thing you might face when you get your brand new electric scooter is you don't have a pump. I already done a video on this. I have this almost 2 years now. It is my Show Me electric pump. This charges absolutely very fast and it lasts quite a long time. You simply just pop it out like this and then you set the desired pressure. You just turn that on and it pumps your wheel actually really fast. This is ideal if you're on the go, if you actually ever got a puncture on the way home from work or something like that. It saved me a couple of times due to a slow puncture. But there is a combination you can actually get with this. It's a great pump to have, but you need something along with it, because often when you are unscrewing this from the electric scooter, for example, you lose a bit of air. So what do you need in combination with this pump? This is a anti-air loss extension. This is so small, but it is absolutely brilliant. It will save you frustration. You just screw it onto the valve, then you screw your pump onto it, and it stops the air from escaping. You literally lose a puff of air when you are unscrewing this from the valve on your scooter or your EUC or your electric bike. Definitely invest in one of these, and you also get a kind of a case with it as well. Of course, mine is well used, but you can easily pop this inside the case and everything is safe and secure. Now, I know I already talked about the tool set that has the Torx heads, the Allen heads in it and stuff like that. It's always great to have one of these really small bags just to have some essential tools in it. For example, in my one, I have a Allen set just like this. That's actually quite handy to have, to be honest. It's always good. Make sure you get a good quality one. It's also quite handy to have a few levers in your carry case as well, which are great for taking off your tires and stuff like that. Of course, I have bigger ones as well for a bit more leverage to make things a little bit more easier, but ones like that will definitely help get you out of a rut. Okay, let's get on to something really cool here. I have this a really long time. This is my 3 litre Wildman bag. I've switched it from the bikes to the scooters. Now, they do say that these are waterproof. They're not really waterproof. They're more kind of splash proof, but they will more or less protect your gear. Don't get the 2 litre one. It's way too small. Get this 3 litre one. I can easily fit the pump in this. I can fit the tools at the front. And I have some high visibility stickers there, so they're reflecting on the cars if I have it mounted on the top of my electric scooter. This is definitely something worthwhile having. I'd be lost without it, because if you are carrying everything on a backpack, going to work or whatever you're doing, the weight of it over time starts to take a strain on your shoulders, and you can actually get quite a lot of pain on your shoulders and around the back area. So just invest one of these and mount it on your bike or your electric scooter to make life a little bit more easier, particularly if you're a little bit older, just like myself. This is definitely a must-have. Now, I want to address some important things here. Get yourself a good set of nice quality fiber cloth like this, and the reason why is when you want to clean your electric scooter, this gets asked so many times on the groups on Facebook and stuff like that. I use this brand. You should be able to get it in most stores, to be honest. This is brilliant. This breaks down the particles, the dust particles, the muck particles on your scooter. You just spray it, you leave it there for 3 to 5 minutes, and it wipes off so much more easy compared to just using soap. You spray it on, wipe it off. And not only that, there is another product you can get with this to make the rain, for example, or the mud not stick to the body of the scooter or the EUC or the bike, and that is this one here. This is a motorcycle protectant. You clean your scooter first, then you spray this on, not too much. You spray it on, let's say your mud guards obviously would be an area. You spray it on and you leave it there, and it does actually help make everything run off and make it stick less to the body of the scooter. So it's definitely a worthwhile investment getting something like this. Obviously, don't spray it on the discs around the bearings. I'm going to get to that now in a second, but just be careful using this. Now, I know what you're saying. Do you really need to get all this? You don't really need to get all this, but from my own experience, to make life a little bit more easier, to make things a little bit more flowing better, to maintaining the scooter, and to have less stress on yourself, you can accumulate these slowly over time. You will need to, at some stage, grease the bearings on your electric scooter, particularly if you do a lot of mileage. This is a white lithium grease spray. I've done a video on this, on how to use this on my Varla. It applies the same for every single electric scooter out there, every single bicycle out there. Definitely get one of these. This is the WD-40 brand. There are other ones out there, but so far I like this and I'm going to keep using this. By the way, if you are still here, give this video a like and subscribe if you love electric scooters, EUCs, e-bikes. That's what I cover on this channel. Let's get to something that I covered recently. This is where one of the cloths can come in. This is to clean the brake discs on your electric scooter or your e-bike. Again, takes literally a couple of minutes to do, and then you will have more optimal stopping power. And I suppose if you're around an area where there's a lot of debris sticking to the brake discs, you're going to lose that performance in braking, which is hugely important. So just get yourself a brake cleaner and just be careful using this. It's very easy, it's cheap, it's a brilliant degreaser. Highly would recommend this. I'm going to be doing a video basically on my updated riding gear. I've invested a lot recently into my riding gear because the scooters that I'm reviewing lately are getting so much more faster. So we will be doing a video on that, on my helmet, my gloves, my winter riding gear and everything else. So listen guys, please stay safe on your scooters. Click on the videos that are showing up on screen right now, and I'll talk to you in the next video.